If you're trying to respond to a native speaker while learning language, stop translating in your head. That's the biggest advice I can give you. Because by default, what we're doing is when we hear a word like la cuenta por favor, or something in Spanish, we're thinking, the account, please. We're translating it into our native language to think about it and then go, oh, okay, I want to say this thing again. Then we translate it back into the target language. And this processing of words from their language to yours back again, that takes a lot of time up and it puts you under a lot of pressure to reply. But let's have a look at why we translate. Well, it's because we don't know the meaning of a word. So if I say the word dog to you, you probably think of a dog in your head. Maybe if you've got a dog yourself, you'll think of your own dog, but you think and feel what that word means. You've got an emotional attachment to it. So when it comes to language learning, if you have an emotional attachment to a word, that makes it so much easier for your mind to think of the word in the moment and quickly because you don't have to translate it to a native language. It's already there available for you. This does require one step back, however, and it does mean that if you want to learn new words, you have to learn them in context and have an emotional meaning behind them from the get go. So that's why memorizing lists of words doesn't work as well as it would do in conversation. So if you're in conversation with a native speaker and they tell you a new word related to what the conversation topic's about, then that's more likely to stick in your head because you've got an emotional attachment to it. And by having that emotional attachment, the next time you want to use that word or you think of a word you want to use in your head when responding to a native speaker, you don't have to go, oh, what's that word in English? You know the version of that word that you want to use. So you can just say it back because you know it's correct already. And that's a difference really between just starting out and getting more conversational or fluent in a different language is when you don't have to translate. And then that reduces the amount of time that it takes to process what's being said to you to make it easier to respond quickly. And that shift alone helps the conversation flow and makes you less anxious about awkward silences.